On today's episode of Teague's Vlog of Random, we're going to be replacing the seat on the Honda Shadow Spirit. Okay, so what we got to start with is getting these two bolts out, and there's two other ones on the other side, so 4 altogether. So we'll start by getting this side done first. Okay, so now we're doing the other side, so let's get these off too. Okay, now we got the bolts out on both sides. Now we got to get this little 10mm bolt out. Now that we got this screw out, now we just take the seat, lift up, pull back, and that's how you get the back seat out. Now that the back seat's off, now we take our Allen key and get these 2 screws off to get the front seat off. Okay, so now that I got the bolts out of here, what you gotta do is lift and pull straight towards you, and the seat just comes out like that. Now we gotta get these 3 screws undone and get this bracket off. So now that I got the bracket taken off the seat, now let's get all the staples out of the seat and the cover removed. Okay, so now we got our flathead screwdriver. Let's start taking out the staples. So now that I got all the staples out, now let's get the seat cover taken off and get the new one put in. Now that we got the seat cover stapled back on off camera, now let's get it put back on the bike. Okay, before I get the seat put back on, let's wipe down the bike. Okay, now that the bike's all wiped down, let's get this bracket put back on the seat. Okay, now that we got the bracket on, now let's get it put on the bike. Now that we got the front seat on, now let's get the back seat on. Now that we got the back seat on, now let's get the seat rest on there too. Now that I got these 2 bolts back in, now let's get the other side. Now that we got the seat put back on the bike, it's time for me to clean up my mess. now that I got my mess cleaned, let's get the Honda Shadow out, Tundra in the garage, and then the Shadow put back in the garage where it goes. I had to go grab the keys. Okay, so we got the seat replaced on the Honda Shadow. So like, share, and subscribe to Teague's Vlog of Random if you want to see more things about the Honda Shadow or just any random things I do.